The skill I will be teaching Taylor is a head and arm throw in wrestling. Here I am showing her the key elements. This throw is performed in the transverse plane. The upper body pulls one way as your feet and your lower body twist another. Since your body moves through the transverse plane, it is moved about a longitudinal axis. This throw mainly uses your quads, shoulders, core, and upper back, as well as your knee joints, hip joints, and rotator cuff. This move is meant to be performed very fast, so not much strain is put on any single muscle, although the leg muscles do the brunt of the momentum work. I wanted to show Taylor a slower version first so she was able to focus more on the steps and the technicality of the throw. It is a whole body movement. To set up a seamless head and arm, you must be in proper wrestling stance and your opponent must push on you for you to use that force to throw. Next, you will move in and throw your right bicep around your opponent's head along with your left arm grasping their right arm, all in one movement using torque. Twist your hips and rotate your feet so that your hips are as close to the right thigh and outside of their body as possible. Next, you will bend your knees to lower your stance and continue to pop your opponent upwards and off the ground. This popping motion is essential for the head and arm throw because it creates the power and momentum you require to throw. Stability applies to maintaining your stance and stable feet. Direction of application of applied force is applied in a push movement, which occurs in the opposite direction. Stability is once again used to maintain balance and footwork, while production of angular motion is used to create torque, twist your core, and swing your hips through while maintaining straight feet or stable feet. Production of max velocity is used because you use your hips, shoulders, and elbows. Production of max force is used because there is sequenced joint rotation in the ankles, knees, and hips. Production of max velocity is used because the larger leg and hip joints are used first, and then it moves further into the shoulder and the elbow joints. Next, impulse-momentum relationship is used because you are using the momentum of your opponent to create a greater impulse or greater impact. Production of angular motion, or torque, is used because you're pushing your hips through and you're twisting your core. Once again, with the follow-through, the last stage is also very important, and you require a lot of stability because you need to maintain the distribution of weight in order to hold your pin and defeat your opponent. Here's a fast motion clip of the throw. Taylor is attempting to throw based on what I have showed her and the key elements that I have told her about. As you can see in the slowed down video, Taylor did not swing her hips through nearly far enough, and instead of focusing on the pop for power, she sags into the ground and sits down more. In a match, Taylor would not have done the move successfully because her opponent would defend that way faster than she could perform it. This next attempt, Taylor did swing her hips through more, however she still didn't engage the popping motion that is needed to create power. I watched Taylor do it from closer this time in hopes that I could give her some more feedback. She performed the throw very well and did perform the pop with her hips this time, but hesitated in between, and that pause affected the power of her throw. It was definitely an improvement, however the hesitation made it less effective. This happened to be one of Taylor's best throws yet, however she did hesitate as she had before, which ruined the momentum that she had created. Taylor used the pushing method to get her opponent to push back and set up the move. After this, she goes in for the throw, and where I have the freeze frame, she is in perfect position to make her throw. Her hips are out farther, feet not too wide and not too close, and she is able to perform the throw effectively. Taylor's last throw was most effective and successful because she was able to take all of the advice and tips that I gave her throughout the learning process and apply it to the last throw that she had.